Speaking of $1 million, obviously Hans announced first that the tournament is not happening because of contractual disputes. Then Vadim confirmed that to everybody on Twitter. Tournament is not happening. Your initial thoughts about that? Are you disappointed? Were you looking forward to that?
No, I mean, like when it first got suggested, well, first, like online, right? I saw it. And then, okay, this is never going to happen. Zero chance.
Right.
And then I got invited and I was like, well, hey, I'll think about it, but like very unlikely that. And then I actually found someone. And then I was like, well, yeah, I can play. And then I still didn't think it would happen because at that point it was like, okay, yeah, it seems like it's going forward, but still we need to get the contract signed. And then at some point the contracts were all signed, everyone, that's what I heard privately. So everyone agreed, everything's signed, the funds are secured, I heard. And then I was still like, okay, it's not 100%, but everything is moving in this direction, and I don't really know like who's sponsoring who from the event. I mean, Hans posted a photo of his sponsor. I wasn't like too surprised that Noterbeck would find some backing because he does have a sponsor. It is a bank. I don't know if it's that, but it's possible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he is like a national hero of some sort. And again, like with these sponsors, very often it's going to be some sort of, like in poker, yeah, like a backing, but
Could be a friend, could be.
No, but like they expect something in return. They're not just giving you the money, right?
Yeah.
And that was the case for me as well. And then Hans announced like a few days ago that there was some dispute. Again, it wasn't clear exactly what dispute, and that he had some concerns that like the organizers and the players were
colluding.
Yeah, we're like, doing something together. I don't know if he like made a specific claim there or just that he was concerned. Which, yeah, again, I don't know what the deals of the other players are, but that wasn't the case for me.
So Vadim was not your sponsor?
No.
Okay.
And then I mean, I understand the concerns. Like also he said that the contract wasn't super professionally worded. I think that was what he said basically, or I don't know exactly the words he used, but that it wasn't like, didn't seem very professional, with like no clause in case someone backs out. But that I'm sort of used to. I think that there usually aren't. So I once backed out of a tournament, and then I was kind of like warned, and then I agreed. It was like scheduling conflict. It was like 6 years ago. But there's almost never like a provision in the chess contracts, tournament contracts that say like we're going to fine you or something. And for the organizer as well, again, I don't know. I haven't been like uninvited from a tournament during, so I haven't had to deal with this. But it can happen. I guess it's just sort of the nature that you're probably not going to have any legal recourse if you suddenly get like, if the tournament falls apart or you get kicked out for some reason. I haven't really seen that happen, but except in the candidates, obviously, right? With Karyakin, which is a different story entirely. But yeah, he had his concerns. I don't know if they were legitimate, like if he had reason to be concerned or not, but he had his concerns for whatever reason. It fell apart. Vadim responded, but I don't think he like addressed it. I think he just said the tournament's not happening. Which again, I'm still ready to play. I'm still ready to play.
Whoever plays, right? Or
yeah, I actually didn't really care. I mean, I thought, okay, it's going to be fun if it's Hans, but I really don't care if it's going to be like this super, dramatic event, which
like Magnus or
I mean
anybody else from top 10.
For me, it was still interesting for the money. That's why I was doing it.
Yeah, it's a fun event.
I wasn't doing it because I want to desperately play some blitz chess with Hans. I don't really care who it's against. But that's unfortunate. It seemed like a fun event. I think it would have gotten like a huge amount of hype.
Huge, yeah.
Which
people were getting very excited about it.
but
I was getting really
not a
excited
huge
about it.
surprise it didn't happen. Like, that was my first instinct, and then I was convinced at some point that maybe it will actually happen. But first instinct turned out to be correct. Didn't pan out, and that's that.
I want to see matches. I want to see matches. And it seems, again, I hope that the chess world will add. I'm not saying you should move into that direction solely, only have matches, but I think it's a good addition and it only makes sense. It's a 1v1 sport. It only makes sense to have matches, build some hype, build some rivalry, and get people interested.